Hey guys, my name is Skybreaker and I'm here with a series of, I believe, 4 videos for the application to a college. So first video I thought of was to simply get the deck introductions in order and just to speak about the tech cards and everything, you know. So first things first, the proof that I am who I am, and my ranking of course. I will be playing 3 different decks, 3 games each, because it said you can go up to 10 VODs, so I thought, well, 9 games plus 1 extra video should be enough. So, the first deck I'm going to play is Zulok. This is the one that actually got me to Legend. I believe I net decked this one and the next one, but I'm not really sure from who. So I will not take credit for the decks, but I will explain how they work. So the Zulok is a standard Zulok, just more demon heavy. For example, Blood Imps instead of Glacial Shards, Hungry Crabs instead of... what else is there actually? Yeah, Hungry Crabs just. So it's a tech for Murloc Paladins, and it actually works quite well. Usually one of them will seal the deal. Unless you just throw it on a Grimchump. Grimscale, I mean. The rest is pretty much standard. And the only thing I actually experimented with was Tar Creepers and what are they called? Dragon Slayers? Yeah. It turns out that Dragon Slayers are just simply too situational. They only work in one matchup against, let's say, 3 different dragons, and they do absolutely nothing versus aggro, which is pretty important. And if you get an early Closet, then 2-6 on your turn, which becomes a 4-6 on their turn, is much better than a 5-4. Aside from that, this is a pretty standard list. The only thing you might say is kind of bad is that we only have one Spellbreaker, which kind of weakens our matchup versus Warlock, but if a Warlock gets such a crazy hand that you need more than one Spellbreaker, you will lose the game anyway. Other deck I'm going to be playing is Combo Priest, but this is the version with 2 Shadow Reapers, I believe. Void Reapers. Now, I have played this Combo Priest, not this one. I've played a Combo Priest, the standard version, up to rank, I believe, 3 this season. And I got kind of bored of it. And especially because many people started putting Geist in their decks, so it kind of got to a point where it was just a slog. And I was intending to actually experiment with Void Reapers, and someone posted this deck, one of the popular streamers. Its strengths are that it can clear much more effectively because it has extra pint sizes and Shadow Word Horrors. I mean Shadow Word Horror A, but you get more with Shadow Vision, so I kind of count that as multiples. Sorry guys, I just woke up. I'm kind of still sleeping. Aside from that, you can actually clear a Gul'dan or N'Zothid board with Void Reaper plus 1 or more pint sizes, depending on the situation. Usually 1 is enough. So it kind of has a somewhat better Control Warlock matchup, and it only runs 1 Potion of Madness, so you do not get punished as hard when the enemy plays his Geist. Aside from that, I actually have only a handful of decks I can actually play at this level, which are Murloc Paladin, Dude Paladin, and Miracle Rogue. All the rest of these decks actually miss valuable parts. For example, I do not have N'Zoth or Skull of Mana for control lock. I do not have Alanir for Secret Mage, etc, etc. So I will be playing a Token Druid. This one I did not net deck. I mean, they're mostly the standard, so there's not much innovation I can do, but I did throw in a... where is it? A Mark of the Wild. I noticed that this meta really favors early buffs, and this one can actually help a lot in the early game. It provides a taunt, which is a body the enemy must either go through or spend a removal. For example, Secret Mage has to burn through it, or Warlock has to spend his removal to remove what is essentially just one minion. And it helps versus, let's say, Priest and his Dusk Breaker stuff. It's not really a strong deck, but I enjoy playing it. I do not think it will perform well, but who knows. So those are the 3 decks I am going to play, 3 games each. I will be explaining my thought processes and decision making. And I believe that's it for this video. So I'll see you guys in the other one.